So I did my last, I wouldn't say project, but a card that I did for a friend. It was a for the record for a birthday card, and I liked it, but I thought I can improve upon it, and I wanted to make like a his and hers kind of version. So this is what I've tried, and in the last one I did, I just made a regular envelope, but I wanted to do something more like an album cover envelope. So basically these are what different ones I came up with, and I'm still going to try and come up with some different version of it, to always improving. So but yeah, so I made it more like a record on the outside, so then you can just fit the card in there. So there's one, and then there's another card here, which I made to kind of like in like a pocket, so you can have 3 pockets here on the front, and you can put different things. So how I came up with this is, these are like kind of like rubber coasters. They are coasters, and I had picked these up years ago. I was at a sales conference in Phoenix, Arizona, and they were giving these out, and then I just took them all from the table because nobody seemed to want them. And I eventually, years later, I'm like, I can actually use this on a project. So I was very happy that I kept them, and now I'm using them. So yeah, so I very well didn't put these on the top because they're heavy. So I made copies of my printer, and I just used them that way for decorating the cover. And yeah, that's what that one looks like. And then this is a different one. Again, I had another one that was a Michael Jackson one. I obviously used that one up, and I had a copy from another project that I did, so I used that one there. So I'll show you what this one looks like. Let me show you the female version one first, which is this one. So this card this card measures 15.5 total in length. So it's a little bit larger, otherwise it wouldn't have been able to fit on the smaller ones. You have like other YouTube videos that show you how to make these cards, but it's not as long or big. So I just tweaked my own and came up with this. So if you guys want a tutorial on that and how I made this in particular, let me know and I'll do that for you guys. Okay, so this in the front is done using my AliExpress dies, as you guys all know. They do take a while to come in, but I only got the stamped version, so I recently ordered the dies, which would be so much better, because cutting out the needle here and then having to stamp it so many times is still not as sturdy and not in the cardstock that I want, which is the gold heavier cardstock, which doesn't take the stamping very well. So I'll show you that. So that's what I used for this one. And then this stamp here is a different stamp. I don't even know where I got this one. And that's what I made for the bottom here. And then the record, which is this one here, is what I stamped and embossed. No, I just stamped it, and then I used my glossy accent to make it shiny, and then I used my regular die, and then I used another die just to go on the bottom for the base in gold, because the black just seemed like it just needed something else in the bottom. So that's how that is, and it's about 1/2 inch thick on the sides here and over here as well, just to give it that pop-up element to it. So then it opens up like so. And I love the pink, and so I use some gold cardstock behind here and on the base as well, and the rubber coaster, which is heavy, so it does make it a little bit heavier and bulkier. So I'm thinking maybe going forward, I'll just make a copy of it and use it on here instead, and it'll still be able to spin. So it spins, so the needle moves like so off and on. In the last one, the needle wasn't as sturdy, and I should have done a better job at that. But anyway, I've improved on it now, and so that's nice. And then the record spins around like so. So obviously it's the brads that makes it spin around. So I like that element to it. And then the first card I didn't create a space for sentiments for a card. And I thought maybe you can put one here, but then I decided, you know, it can do better than that. So I actually created like a record version. So then you can write in, it's almost your own sentiments in there like that. And then I used the stamp here that just said, hope your birthday's a hit. Again, that comes with this stamp set. So yeah, so I like that. Again, so this was just a copy I made from my printer, and then I cut out the base here. And so then that goes in like so.